it's me, Elizabeth, within Creative Solutions. I'm so glad to see you. So I recently got a huge haul of awesome stationery and stationery supplies. And so I've been going through one video at a time, kind of showing them off and letting you guys check them out with me. So today we're going to do another Mr. Sketch because as a teacher, I love Mr. Sketch because if my anchor chart doesn't smell, it's not a good anchor chart. You just got to have the scented markers. Mr. Sketch are some of my favorites to use on my anchor charts, which are just posters I create with my students to put up in the classroom. So they're big and they're bright and they're bold and there are very few fine tips. They're always big, broad tipped markers, and the vibrancy of the colors is just incredible. And they smell delicious, which means my students are walking up to the posters all the time, like trying to get a little hint of the smell, and so like really engaging with my posters any way I can. I am not beyond scratch and sniff learning experiences, especially in first and second grade. I'll do anything it takes. So we're going to check out our Mr. Sketch scented markers. I have done another set of Mr. Sketch a little while back. It was a combo pack, and it had all sorts of stuff in it. So I used them in one of these just plain moleskin notebooks, and they definitely, so we had crayons and gel pens, gel crayons, and some markers, and the markers were pretty, they didn't really bleed through, but they definitely saturated through the paper. It's pretty thin paper. So I wanted to use them on a thicker paper. So I have my beastie of a sketchbook here, which I use for all sorts of things. Mostly calligraphy recently, because I know when I splat my ink for the 100th time, it's not going to bleed through 6 pages. As you can see, lots of ink splats, but no ink on this page. So, plus this sketchbook, as you can see, is huge, especially compared to like the little moleskin notebook. So I can probably put all of these juicy scented markers on like one page. One of the reasons I wanted to review this one is I love Mr. Sketch, and so I've bought Mr. Sketch umpteen dozen times, and usually I can get a 12 pack, maybe an 18 pack of colors. This has 22 unique colors and scents in the box. So you see all the colors on the top? That is going to be some beautiful, beautiful posters. And all of our scents back here, but we're going to go through the scents. I'll hide those from you guys. We're going to go through the scents as we go through each marker. So let's get these opened up. I seem to have recently misplaced my little scissors I like to use. So we'll just only a little bit mutilate the box. All right, so let's see what's in here. Oh, look at all those colors. And they're in like rainbow order and everything. I don't know if I can mess these up. All right, let's see. We will start with a title because that's what you need to do. Because that's what you do. I can't wait to get into these. All right, I'll let you enjoy the rainbow beauty of these markers while I write in Mr. Sketch scented 22 pack. Ooh. All right, I think I think I'm not going to dump them. I think I'm going to take them out neatly. No. All right. I'm going to dump them. Sort of. Oh, look how beautiful. One of my kids, my students' favorite parts about these is that they clip together. If you didn't know that about them, they lock up together very nicely. which is infuriating if you're a teacher, just so you know, because it means that if the students get a hold of my Mr. Sketch markers, that I suddenly have swords of sketch markers, not just like a few. Like they take all of them and they become master of the universe, right? All right, so I just want to make sure you guys can see everything. Okay, so there's the beautiful color display of the Mr. Sketch markers. We're just going to go through, check them out, and I'll let you know, I'll smell them and let you know what they smell like and if they're any good. And then I've got my cheat sheet here, just in case. I am noticing right away that some of these are, say, scented, and some of these say neon, and a couple of them look pretty close in shade. These, like these two orange ones, they look like the same color. And I'm wondering, when we did the combo pack a little while back, we did have like 2 orange with just different scents, 2 green with different scents, but they were the same color. So hopefully we have 22 different colors. 22 scented markers. Experience all the juicy scents. On the package, if you look at the colors up here, the yellow does kind of look the same. And of course I went and messed up the orange. The yellow looks pretty similar. And I'm not sure, but maybe the orange will be too. I don't know. Let's find out, though. So this is our first marker. Oh, what is that one? I should know. I feel like I should know. Oh, it's the raspberry one. I'm like, it's sweet. It's fruity. It's raspberry. So good. All right, here's the next pink. This one's a lot more of a mild scent. This one is pink lemonade. I don't smell lemonade. I don't know what I smell, but I don't smell lemonade. Oh, watermelon. Totally fake watermelon smell. Which is a good smell, at least in my book. All right. Some cherry. Cherry's my favorite. Ew. What is that one? That does not smell good. It says it's limited edition. I'm a little nervous to see what it's supposed to smell like now. Oh, it's nacho cheese. Blah. Well, I think my students will dig that at least. I, however, am not a fan of nacho cheese scented sketch markers. Mr. Sketch. Nacho cheese. I'm glad it's a limited edition, I suppose. Ooh, that one's cinnamon. That is, what is that? That is, oh, it's smoky cinnamon rocket fuel. Smoky cinnamon rocket fuel. I've got an orange here. I did it out of order that time. See, those two look really close. I'm going to be interested to see when they dry if they're the same color, because I think they might be. All right. And then like a melon or a mango or something. Let's see. This is, oh, it's pineapple. Yeah, pineapple. Good stuff. This is banana. Fake banana. This is another limited edition. I'm a little nervous to smell it. Oh, it's not the same color either, which is cool. Popcorn. Oh, is that popcorn? Oh yeah, buttery popcorn. That's a good smell. Now the marker barrels on these two look pretty much identical, but you can see they're not quite the same color on the paper, which is nice because I was a little worried. That one's apple, candy apple smell. Another one of the neons. I'm not sure what that smells like. Rotten melon alien ooze. Luckily, I think I catch more of like a honeydew melon than a rotting smell. That's like a minty peppermint smell. Oh, mint. It's mint. There we go. Now blueberry. Oh, this is a fruit punch. And now I have a blue nose because I had to smell it again. Well, that's definitely more blueberry than the last one. I don't know if this happens to anybody else, especially with the Mr. Sketch scented markers, but when you go to smell them, you keep trying to smell them, and then you eventually get too close to your nose, and then you have a dot on the underside of your nose. Yeah, that's totally me. I think I have like 3 colors on there right now. All right, this is one of the neon colors. I do not, it's like a fruity smell. I do not know for sure what that is. That is Galactic Fruit Punch. That is definitely fruity. This is another limited edition. It smells fruity, but again, I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it says it's blue slushy. It's a pretty generic fruity smell right there. All right, here's another neon. Like a grape. Let's see. I do believe that is not grape. It is black raspberry moon rocks. Oh, that one's grape. Well, now that I've smelled them both, it's pretty obvious it wasn't grape. But it, like, maybe the purple was tricking my brain. This one is very grape. All right, another just traditional scent. A little bit like cinnamon, but not quite cinnamon. Oh, it's supposed to be like a cinnamon roll, not like a hot cinnamon. And then this, another brown shade. This is a limited edition as well. Oh, root beer. That smells pretty good. It's not as strong as some of the other ones, but it's still good. Ah, and black licorice. I love black licorice. All right, so those are our 22 Mr. Sketch scented markers. I'm really excited because, like, as these have gotten drier, it looks like they are slightly different shades, although only slightly. And everything else actually looks pretty different from one another. So I'm bringing this up close. So you can see we had a couple pinks that I was worried were going to be the same. These 2 oranges are the most similar, but it's hard to tell. But I think they're actually 2 different shades, even if it's slight. And then our yellows that I was worried about. The 2 blues I was worried about are again, not significantly different, but they are slightly different shades. And then the browns that I was worried about because they looked super similar, but are also different shades. So 22 unique shades of marker. And then this is a thicker paper. This is a actual sketchbook, so it's meant for inks and drawing. And you can see that unlike in the last one, they didn't really, you can see through to the other side, but they didn't really show up like the other one did. So here's the other sketchbook with the thinner paper, the moleskin, and you can see the ink just bled right through, and you can see the ink clearly on the other side. That didn't really happen on these. With some of the darker colors, it looks like it might be starting to, but definitely a very different result. I wouldn't worry about it bleeding onto the other page on this one like I did with the moleskin. So that's awesome. This is definitely a good paper. This sketchbook is from Michael's. I believe it's Artist Loft. It is. It's an Artist Loft sketchbook. Unlined paper. It doesn't say the weight on it right off. So anyway, but it's definitely a thicker paper. So there you go. 22 unique shades and scents of Mr. Sketch in this beautiful box with the cheat code for the scents, which I needed. I just noticed on here as I was showing it to you, it says 3 line widths, which is pretty cool because I did the fat one and I did the skinny one. But just for fun, let's see if I can get that third one. So we have the fat line. And then I know how to do the skinny line. And then maybe this is, there you go. There's your middle line. So you can do to the side to get your big fat line. You can do just that tip, your very chisel tip. And then if you do the base flat down, like so, that's your middle thickness. I never really thought about that third line width. I'm not really sure I could write like that, but it's there. Pretty cool. All right, well, I'm so glad you joined me today. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, subscribe, check out my other videos. I don't post on a weekly or regular basis just because I am a full-time teacher, and when I'm not busy working crazy hours as a full-time teacher, I have 2 little boys at home that I'm taking care of and loving on. So I post on breaks and when I have a few minutes. But I love to see you here, and feel free to check me out. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and I have an Etsy store with some of the other fun stuff I do, and you can check me out at increativesolutions.com, and it was great to see you. Thanks for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.